Okay, I'm just finishing up the last of the French polishing. I've been doing this now, well, it's been almost a week. And this is what we're doing. Just back and forth, back and forth. And when you're doing this, you see how I twist my wrist at the very end? You can't, when you're doing French polishing, you can't just go back and forth. You can hear it sticking. Now if I just left that, it would leave a mark. So I'm going to go back over that. You can't just go back and forth, because when you get to the end of one, you have to go back the other way, and it sticks. You actually have to come to a stop. So just by going back and forth, you're going to leave marks. But this is done now. This violin, the finish on this violin is pretty much done. I've probably put, I don't know, 300 or 400 coats on it, but this is how they're put on. This is French polishing. The nice thing about French polishing is, years from now, if the violin gets, you know, scratched and whatnot, you can just touch it up real quick with this, and you know, if you have a couple of days to let it sit, it'll end up looking like new again, or a lot better. But this is what they do to guitars, French polishing on guitars. And that's that. I use a glove because if you see the coloring from the French polishing, that would be my hand, stained. Permanent stain, but you can take it off with denatured alcohol, harsh chemicals. You can see the shine on this. It's like a glass mirror finish. Same with the sides and the back. This violin looks really nice. Unlike Chinese violins that look like this, that is more like a polyurethane finish. It's very very thick. I actually have one here somewhere, right here. I did not do the finish on this violin. It's a one-piece back, very heavy. The violin itself, I can just tell, is just very heavy. And you can actually see in the corners and stuff, it's just a very thick layer of whatever it is they used on it. I gotta fix that sound post fell. Man, this winter dry air dries everything up. But this, even with 300 or 400 coats, it's all done by hand. This is it. This violin is done, the finish wise. Now, my next move will be to, well, I'm going to hang this up and let this hang for probably close to a week. Just let that hang, and then I'll be fitting the fingerboard onto it. I have that right here. This is genuine ebony. I only use ebony. I don't use anything else. Pegs, end pin, tailpiece, fingerboard, chin rest, everything's ebony. After I fit the fingerboard, I will mill the holes to fit the pegs and the tailpiece, or the end pin. Then I can put on the tailpiece and then fit the bridge. And the bridge takes about probably a good 2 hours to do it right, to do one bridge. I take my time and make sure that they're fit right. This is one of my bridges from a different, you can see where the feet actually fit onto the bridge, under the violin. It's just the pressure of the strings pushing the bridge against the violin is what holds us there. I have new bridges, Baroque bridges. I'm going to put one of those on it. It'll be nice. And that's it.